What's going on, everybody? Today we're spending a few hours at Six Flags Over Texas. This is my first visit here this year. I actually came twice last year. Didn't record a video either time though. The first time I came, it was passing by on the way home from Hollywood Nights and I planned to vlog it, but like the whole park was running terribly with a bunch of the rides closed. And then the other time I was here was with my buddy Sean, who needed to grab all the credits and I didn't want to impede him. So today I'm here alone and I'm actually walking over outside the park towards Titan because they repainted it this year and it looks absolutely fabulous. It kind of looks like Orion, if you guys know, at Kings Island. It's got that beautiful blue color with the white supports. And yeah, I wanted to get a little bit of footage because there's not many good spots to get it from within the park. And the rides don't open for like another 20 minutes, so I figured it'd be a reasonable use of time. So anyway, plans to get in. I'm only spending 4 or 5 hours here today, so try to ride as much as I can, get some good footage for you guys, and then that'll be it. So yeah, it looks like Titan's testing right now, so I'm gonna get some footage of that. And yeah, man, look at how nice that new paint job's looking though. Such a pretty paint job. They did such a good job. I will say it's kind of funny. You can see that train there is blue and white, but they do have one of the original color scheme trains on there, so it does look kind of goofy, but when it has the new color train on it, it looks so good. Anyway, got some footage secured, headed to the entrance now, and we'll see what we make our first ride of the day. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Doesn't look too busy yet, so should be able to get on a good amount of stuff. Something cool I actually forgot about while we're walking by. You can see some dive coaster track in here. Should be the first Giga dive in America, if the information we have is correct. Thought it was kind of cool. Thought I should show you guys that. You can kind of see it through the fence here. Very large track. Yeah, they're working on it back there. It's all walled off. Looks like this section of the parking lot over here is going to be used for that. So that's pretty freaking exciting. That should be opening next year. So yeah, that's really cool to see the progress on that. All right, we're in the park. Heading to DC first because I want to secure some Mr. Freeze rides. It might break down later. It has a tendency to do that at bad times, and I wouldn't mind getting on it a few times before it gets a long wait. So I want to give it a second to warm up. Might hit Joker and Batman first, and then Mr. Freeze is going to be the most exciting part of the day. Might as well get it out of the way now. So yeah, we're going to make it happen. Good amount of people here, but it's a big park, so everyone will be dispersed out. Should turn out pretty good. All right, Joker was the first ride of the day. Not the best ride I've had on the free spins. Only got one flip, but the flip was while I was going down the main drop backwards, so it was still pretty ridiculous and exciting. These are underrated rides, so they're overhated. I like them. Should be Batman next. Hard to go wrong with a good Batman clone. So yeah, I think that's where I'm headed now. All right, Batman was pretty fun as always. We'll say this is probably the rattliest Batman clone I've ridden. I don't remember that from before. I remember it being one of the better ones. But I do think Six Flags Over Georgia and St. Louis are still the two best. And I think that Great White and Chupacabra, or whatever the one at Fiesta is called, are both better clones here in Texas as well. So this is probably one of the weaker ones. Probably like on the same level as like Magic Mountain, Great Adventure. Like definitely not a bad ride, but you know, not significantly better than any of the other ones. Either way, now it's time for my favorite ride in the state of Texas, Mr. Freeze. I'm so excited to get back on this ride. Hopefully we can get it backwards. My favorite way to experience it, and yeah, that's where I'm headed next. All right, well, Mr. Freeze was awesome as always. Unfortunately, only running forwards today. I do love reverse the best, but still a great ride. I would say reverse when it's running hot is the best ride in the state. Forwards, definitely not. I would definitely take Wonder Woman, Iron Rattler, even Shockwave at this park I think is better than forwards Mr. Freeze. So probably just gonna have that one ride be it for the day. Since they're only running one side, the line's gonna be longer as well. So it's definitely a lot better of a deal when they're running both sides. But either way, still great to get on it. I think I'm actually gonna head towards Shockwave next. That should be one of the next stops. Either way, we get on something soon. So yeah, still having a great time. Still not too crowded, not too many lines. It's been good. All right, well, Shockwave is still freaking awesome. That's definitely my favorite ride of the day so far. Just got it in the back, pretty empty train. Seems like there's more people migrating this way now, so maybe if I get a more full train, it'll be a little faster. It was still great in the back, but I do remember it being a little better towards the front because like in the back, there's like 2 or 3 crazy ejector moments when it pulls you down. But in the front, every single hop up into those turns and that last little hill at the end just like launches you, if I remember correctly. So I want to go try to get it in the front as well, but phenomenal first ride on it. Yeah, we're definitely gonna lap it again. I also saw New Texas Giant, Titan are open, so that's cool. All the major and important rides are open today. So yeah, one more on this and then we'll see where we go from there. All right, Shockwave is definitely a front row ride. It's gonna be good in any row. There's gonna be ejector pops in any row, but in the front, the loops hit so hard. Everything hits hard. The only thing that hits harder in the back is the first drop. There's like a better pop on the first drop, but everything else slaps way harder in the front. I got 2 more on it. I had my first ride in the back and then I got 1 in front, 1 in back just now. Phenomenal. Yeah, I think headed towards New Texas Giant next. I haven't ridden the log flume here, so if I can find a way to get on that, that might happen. It's not too hot of a day, but it's always nice to get a little splash. So we'll see what's up next, but yeah, Shockwave, so good. I love that on the way over to ride New Texas Giant, there's just a T-Rex chilling right here. Got the tail waggling. Not quite universal level animatronics, but I mean, you know, there's a couple more dinosaurs over there. Not bad for Six Flags, but this guy's just chilling here, blinking a little bit. All right, well, you know what? A little bit of an audible here, but Pirates of Spelunker Cave is a walk-on. If you guys know Monsters Mansion, it's kind of this park's version of that. It's not at all the same ride, but it's a really silly boat ride with actually pretty good theming for a Six Flags park. So, you know what? Screw it. Let's give it a ride. All right, this is one of the few rides I'm cool to have my phone out on, so I'll get you guys a little bit of footage in here in this janky freaking boat thing. But, you know, it's like Dollar Tree Pirates of the Caribbean. Not terrible theming at all, by any means. Got some nice lighting. This is where it really takes some notes from Pirates. Got the classic rain scene. And whoa, what do we got over here? Squidderino. And then all of a sudden, we're under the sea. Wherever that thing is. Whoa. Hey there. This ride just so many twists and turns and it changes theme so much. Out of nowhere, there's some oracles in here. And now we're in the dark. Chain lift, or some sort of lift. Oh crap, there's a little drop. Whoa! What the jank, man. What in the jank? And here's where it gets weird. Y'all remember how this was a Pirates of the Caribbean ripoff, right? Well, it's a Small World now. Oh, this ride is so silly. So silly. And now the Pirates and the It's a Small World merges. We were just happy, but now we're sad again, everybody. That's how this ride works. Okay, then. Ha. Oh my gosh. And we're happy again. I don't know why, but we are. And that is the ride. How confusing, but very silly and fun. Definitely come ride it if you come here. All right, well that was super silly. Just so many tonal shifts. It's like all serious and then all happy silly and then serious again and then happy silly again at the end. Very silly ride, but happy to walk onto it and just chill for a second. Not sure how much of it I'll show. Whatever looks good and whatever makes sense I'll put in. So anyway, should be New Texas Giant or Log Flume next. I'm not sure which one is closer, so heading that way. All right, New Texas Giant running absolutely fantastic today. Every time I've been to this park, I've ridden it and I've just kind of felt like it's a good ride, but in terms of RMC, very mid, right? Like there's so many better RMCs. I would only really put this previously above like maybe Jersey Devil, Wonder Woman, and Magic Mountain and like a few of the smaller RMCs, but after that ride, man, that was super good. I found a trick with these restraints because this has the Gerstlauer trains. If you cross your legs after the restraint comes down, you actually have a little more give because the way the restraints are curved, they kind of like get thicker where your thighs are. So when you cross your legs kind of squeeze in and the thinner part of the restraint is what will actually rest on you. So you'll have a little more room. And doing that technique, that first drop hit insanely hard. Also, it was running glass smooth today. I think when it runs hotter, it might actually be a little shakier and the friction might cause it to run slower. That might just be me tripping and overthinking it. But either way, running absolutely phenomenal today. Lots of great airtime moments, super fun. I think that's actually the best ride I've ridden today because in the past I would easily say that Mr. Freeze and Shockwave crushed this, and I still think Mr. Freeze Reverse Blast is better. But as of today, only being able to ride forwards, yeah, this has been the best ride by far. So I'm actually going around for one more ride. It was about a 30-minute wait, but I haven't had to wait for anything else. Titan has ridiculous capacity and that's next, so I'm not worried about burning another 30 minutes to ride such an awesome ride. So yeah. Let's get back on. All right, once again, New Texas Giant running great today. Hopefully Titan doesn't kill me because I'm a little bit dehydrated and it's one of the most intense rides in the park, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm excited to get back on it after the repaint. It's definitely a lot better than Goliath and Magic Mountain, so should be at least a little fun. We'll see. Holy crap, Titan destroyed me. So intense, and the first drop actually had airtime, which has never happened on Goliath or Titan. It's just running great today. The airtime hill as well, super sustained floater. Nothing super strong, but it's still there. Two good airtime moments. Both the helix made me fully gray out. I don't gray out very often, happens on very few rides. Happened twice there, so I mean, that was awesome. I was planning on maybe riding it more than once, but it was just so freaking intense. I didn't want to risk blacking out, because if I grayed out on both helixes and then went around again, I don't know, it might be too much. I need to get some water now, so I'm gonna try to find somewhere to grab some water. It looks like the log flume's open, so if the line's not too long, try to jump on that as well. But yeah, Titan, that's freaking amazing. It's crazy how much better that is than Goliath and Magic Mountain. Like Goliath and Magic Mountain, no air on the drop, and it's missing that first helix. So Titan just, the first drop hits harder for some reason, and it has the extra helix. I don't know, it's pretty strong. So yeah, awesome ride. All right, the log flume wasn't bad. Pretty long ride, only one drop unfortunately, but definitely relaxing, didn't get too soaked. I remember a year or two ago they announced they were gonna combine the two flumes into one and make it the world's longest. For whatever reason that got canceled, which is interesting. Probably would have been cool if it was longer and had more drops, but either way, pretty cool. It's one of the first log flumes ever built, so. And yeah, there's multiple different flumes. They both have the same entrance and station, but it splits off to two different sides. So I rode the right side. I don't know if there's a big difference. They look somewhat similar, but yeah, I don't know what's next. Only gonna be here for about an hour, hour and a half longer. So yeah, it's been a killer day, honestly. I'm super satisfied. It's been a lot of fun. All right, well, you know what? It's been a while since I've ridden a Justice League dark ride, so let's do that. Why not? All right, Justice League was cool. It's always good to get out of the sun for a few minutes. I think I'm gonna wait out Aquaman for the last ride of the day. It's only on one boat, unfortunately, so it might take a little while, but I've only ridden it once. It has had a lot of delays and downtime. Obviously, you know the history of it. And so to get on it would be pretty nice. Pretty good way to end out the day. And I have about an hour I can kill, so if it takes the whole hour to ride it, whatever. I've ridden everything else I want to ride, so that's the plan. Aquaman next. All right, Aquaman was awesome. I didn't get too absolutely drenched, which is nice. I kind of sat towards the back. And yeah, going backwards over that little airtime bump and up the spike, you get some standing airtime, especially because I didn't get stapled. I'm not bothering with getting footage of it. I might have previous footage from past visits that I'll shove in because, yeah, they're on one boat today and the dispatches are taking forever. So I don't feel like waiting around for 5 or 6 minutes to get footage of it. I'm actually heading out, but today's been an awesome day. I've ridden everything I wanted to ride. Got to get multiple rides on Shockwave and New Texas Giant, and if I wanted to, I totally could have ridden Mr. Freeze, Batman, Titan, and all those more, but I'm just kind of gassed out. I got to gear up for a tournament I'm playing in this entire weekend, so today was just kind of a pregame. Just kind of chill today, have some fun. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed the video. More videos coming soon. Thanks for watching. See y'all next time.